The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, it's Taylor. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Mayfield's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
21-0 our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football.
The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they run the option on second down. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Chark, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield to throw it. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down, another run with Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On second down, here's the option.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. And a touchdown!
Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? but it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a give to Taylor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On the handoff, running left is Akers. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.